Yo, Pokemon? Y'all need to do better. What's going on, fam? It's your boy, the Black Mastadonte. And as you can see, I'm not in my usual setup. I'm usually not over here, but I'm trying things different. Thought about just sitting down talking to you guys again, because I missed that. But, oh God, I've been messing with this idea of a video for a while now, because there's been a lot going on in my heart when it comes to Pokemon, and I just really gotta get it out, because man, do I have so many mixed feelings. Like, I've been holding it in because I love Pokemon. I don't want to shame it, but bruh, we gotta talk, son. All right, so as most of you guys know, I have been loving Pokemon since the time I came out the womb. Pokemon was the first game franchise I really got addicted to. Like, every single Pokemon game I had. The first Pokemon game I actually owned was Ruby and Sapphire, as you guys know, but I traded my Ruby and Sapphire to get Silver. I somehow got Yellow, somehow also got Red, and then ever since then I just kept on building it up. I got Diamond, I got Pearl, and I got Platinum, and it was weird how that happened because I got Diamond, lost Diamond, got Pearl, lost Pearl, and then I got Platinum. Middle school Marcus was dumb. And it carried on for most of my life, because when I was in high school and, you know, grades weren't that hard to keep up, I wasn't thinking about, you know, who I'm trying to talk to and all that stuff. I was trying to make sure I was the best Pokemon master in my school. Like, straight up. I was then rolling up to the school with my DS team in hand, and I was like, yo, any one of y'all can see me with the ones. Any one of y'all. It was bad, or it wasn't actually. It was really fun. The Pokemon battles were lit, and I feel like I needed those to shape me as a trainer today. But yes, I love me some Pokemon. So it really breaks my heart when it feels like Pokemon doesn't really care about us as fans, you know? Like, I feel like recently the Pokemon games have just not been up to par with how they should be. Like, I feel like they haven't been evolving like Pokemon are supposed to evolve. Like, I'm gonna be real, the last Pokemon game with a good plot, Black and White, for real. The last Pokemon game that had a dope set of new Pokemon whose designs I actually loved, like every single one, Sinnoh. Actually, I feel like the ideas for the new Pokemon are getting stale, you know, and that can be okay if you at least try to do things to like change up the mechanics, make the game a little bit different. But the game has been the same for so long. I mean, yes, we have Mega Evolution sometimes. We have gems in some regions, and we have Dynamaxing now and stuff. But essentially, the way the battle system works is the same. You have your set top tier Pokemon, you put them in a team, and you win. What happened to when we had triple battle, son? What happened to rotations battle, man? Like, what happened to actually giving us a new type of battle? Like, I'm not sure if people just didn't receive those well, that's why we're not doing them anymore, but I feel like a lot of things from like as far back as Black and White were just really good innovations in Pokemon. It's just that to me, I didn't like Black and White because I just did not like the new Pokemon, but the innovations in Black and White, like the rotation battle, the triple battle, and all that good stuff, that was all so fire. And they threw it away for reasons I do not understand. And on top of the mechanics not changing at all, and the Pokemon just kind of being lackluster, the story has progressively gotten worse. It's actually gotten worse. To give you an example, I'm gonna start with, once again, Black and White. Black and White's story, it wasn't the best story gaming-wise, but in terms of Pokemon, that was one of the best stories I've ever gotten into. A lot of the stories before Black and White 2 were pretty decent as well. The whole thing with Cyrus trying to destroy the world to make a new one was type crazy. As a kid, I was losing my mind. When Giratina ate that dude, I was like, oh shit. And stuff like when Groudon and Kyogre were having that battle to the death in Tutopolis, and you had to watch that. And even though it was like little sprites on the screen, in your head, you were like, yo, these are two titans going at it right in front of me, son. How is this happening? As a kid, I was losing my mind. But now in Sword and Shield, and like most of the Pokemon games recently, the story's mad forgettable. I don't even remember what the fuck Team Fame wanted to do, honestly. And did Sword and Shield have a... I know Sword and Shield had an enemy team, but I don't remember who it was. And like, yeah, most Pokemon plots aren't that amazing, but at least the background lore behind the Pokemon is dope. I don't even care about the legendaries in Sword and Shield, son. They're deadass just dogs with a sword and a shield. They don't really mean anything. In both the Pokemon Journey anime and Pokemon Sword and Shield the game, the whole way you summon these legendaries means absolutely nothing. You get a sword and a shield, the dogs randomly come up out of nowhere and they save the day, but you get no real explanation as to who these. The most you know is that they were the Pokemon of 2 legendary warriors back in the day. That's it. And the DLC didn't even really give us much more to go off of. I feel like the DLC stories for their legendaries were better than the stories for the actual Sword and Shield legendaries, and that's crazy. How you gonna give me a game that has a worse story than your DLC, son? There are so many Pokemon fan games out there that show true love for Pokemon and true love for the art and true love for the game franchise. And the fact that these stories and the lore behind these Pokemon fan games are tiers above the regular Pokemon games is just baffling to me. It's like, bro, you created it. How are people taking your creations and just mixing it in a way that's much better than what you can do? I gotta stop saying you like I'm talking to Pokemon right now, because I'm not talking to Pokemon. But I'm just a fan who's sad because I love Pokemon and I wanna see good things come from it, son. Like I said before, I have played Pokemon for most of my life. I've had a relationship with Pokemon longer than I had a relationship with any woman in my life. So I just wanna see Pokemon shine, son. Like I don't wanna bash Pokemon, I just wanna see Pokemon do better. Like the title, Pokemon, please. Y'all need to do better. But I just thought about it. What can Pokemon do? What do we want? What do I want as a fan for Game Freak to put into a new Pokemon game so that I can feel reinvigorated and be motivated to invest more money into the series? Honestly, outside of finally giving us a game where we can go to all the regions, because bro, I feel like we've been asking for it for a minute and they've been like, okay. They're like me with the Kingdom Hearts videos. I see the questions and I'm like, that's mad hard, bro. That's the only explanation, because they know what we want. They've known that we wanted that we wanted a Gen 4 remake for the longest now, and we're just now maybe getting it. I'm not even sure. I have to look up articles on that myself. But yeah, outside of like a game where we can go to all the regions, I want something more like Sun and Moon, but mixed with Black and White. This could be something where there are no new Pokemon, because I feel like every time a new Pokemon game comes out and there's like a huge slew of new Pokemon, the story goes to the shitter. Let's say Game Freak one day just made a Pokemon game that was a continuation of the story, and there were no new Pokemon, so they can just focus on the story and mechanics, right? It would be cool if we got into another region like the Alola region that's developing their own Pokemon League and has a different system than what we're used to. That to me, for Sun and Moon, was dope. The fact that you were the first Pokemon champion in that region was the greatest thing. I felt like a god. I was like, yo, none of you guys can match up to me, son. I'm sorry. Now it all makes sense why Ash won the Pokemon League in that season of Pokemon, because we were the first. Yeah, okay, it all makes sense. But yeah, a game taking place in a new region where they're trying to develop their own Pokemon League, same Pokemon, but involve some region variants, bro. Like the region variant thing is really cool because it's the same Pokemon, but they look different. You get to see the different possibilities of Pokemon you already like bruh. I am waiting for them to give us variants of starters. I really hope that happens. That would be so fire. Oh my God. Imagine a rock variant of like Charizard, or like a psychic variant of Blaziken. Jesus. But a game like that takes place in like a different region with region variants of the same Pokemon, more focus on story and the lore of the game and the lore of the Pokemon. That's all I want, because yes, you could give us new Pokemon, but for me, maybe I'm speaking for myself here, I use the Pokemon because of their backstory. Lucario appealed a lot to me because I loved stuff like Dragon Ball Z as when I was younger, and when I heard he used Aura, I was like, that's key, that's fire. Favorite Pokemon of all time. I didn't just see his design and go like, it's dope. I went to Lucario, I saw the Mystery of Mew movie, and I was like, wow, Lucario's a dope Pokemon. I like that it speaks through its mind almost all the time, and it's aggressive as hell. And when I saw it in the anime, some of the bone and shit, I was like, nah, this Pokemon is too real. He's too much of a savage. I need him in my life. So when you just give us new Pokemon, I don't think people are gonna care that much. Like, there are over 800 Pokemon. That's a lot of fucking Pokemon, bro. I think it's over 900 now, actually. So yeah, I feel like I keep on repeating this idea, but bro, I feel like it's not hard to make a game like this. I honestly think the Pokemon Gen 4 remake is gonna be pretty good. I think they're gonna do a lot of touch-ups, because it's like, when they have a remake, they can add the things that we want. They can add mechanical changes that we want. They can add something different to the story that we've craved for so long, and it makes the game even more fun. Like, I can't think of any remake that was worse than the original game. Maybe they should go about making these games like they go about making their remakes. Really improve on your formula, but like go hard on improving. Don't, like I said, give us patch updates and then tell us to pay for it. But yeah, that's just some stuff I had to get off my chest about Pokemon in general. Oh, by the way, bruh, my biggest issue, one of my biggest issues with Sword and Shield, I just want to get this off my chest real quick. Hop? I think his name is Hop. Yes, his name is Hop. Hop is like one of the worst rivals ever. He felt like an amalgamation of your Sun and Moon rival, I forgot his name, and a little bit of Charon. You know how Charon would be getting mad at you because you would body him all the time and he thought he was better than you and he wasn't. I feel like Hop has that in him, and then the rest is just How. That's his name, How, from Sun and Moon. The last good rival to me was Hugh from Black and White 2. You know why? Because he had character. My boy was out here trying to fight the evil Pokemon team. I think it was Team Plasma back then. I'm not 100% sure. He was out here trying to fight the enemy team to get his sister's purloin back. That's so, it's simple, but it gives him a reason to be in the story. And he actually cared about Pokemon battles. Like he told you, like, I actually want to be a strong trainer, but right now my goal is to get my sister's Pokemon back. I was like, How? I'm right here with you, bro. Whenever you need me, I'm here. Me and How, we were like this. The closest relationship I had to a rival. Wally's a close second, because I liked how, like, you were his sensei and you were like teaching him shit, and then he came at you in Victory Road like, hey, I'm finally gonna battle you as a real trainer, and then you bodied him and he was like, oh man, I'm still trash. But yeah, that's just some stuff I had to get off my chest about Pokemon. Appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what else you want to see me talk about. I may possibly do something where I'm like, hey, go in the Discord and give me topics you want me to just rant about, and if these videos are liked, or if you guys seem to enjoy these videos, I'll keep on doing them. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more of me, comment what else you want to hear me talk about. If I do this again, I might just do Let's Talk Like This from now on. Shout out to my patrons. Without you guys, I would not be able to make videos like this. And if you are not already a patron but want to become one, go to my Patreon page in the description below and find out how you can support the channel for as little as $1 a month. But as you guys know, if you can't support the channel financially, it's all good, fam. You just being here means the world, so thank you. And yeah, with that being said, I am off this, so follow me on my social media down here somewhere. Watch another video somewhere on the screen. Be easy, stay lit, take care, stay healthy out there. Black Lives Matter, and don't forget, you can do whatever the hell you put your mind to. All it takes is practice and time. Peace out, fam.